Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brent from Arc of Life, and we're here to talk about how to share your SCOBY with a friend or a family member once you've completed your first batch of kombucha. So it's really easy to do. Every time you make a new batch of kombucha, if you've fermented it more than once, there's a new layer that forms on top. So we talked about the SCOBY. That's the the sort of that disc that sits on top there. And each time a new one is formed, you can actually separate them and peel them. The one on the bottom is called the mother, the one on top is called the baby. They call it the mushroom, the starter, or the SCOBY. Okay, so it's really easy to share it with someone, and again, you can just include some instructions. You can photocopy this for them. What you're going to want to do is get some kind of vessel that they can start their batch in as well. You can either make them a full batch to take with them. You're just going to want to brew a little extra kombucha to have a little bit extra starter tea. And you need about 10%. So you need about, we've been giving out a cup of tea for 1 liter, but again, about 10, 15, 20% is a good ratio of brewed kombucha as a starter to make your fresh sweet tea acidic. Okay, so again, photocopy instructions, pass those along with them as well. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is just get a clean, I'm using a 2-cup jar here, but basically what I'm going to do is just pour out all the remaining starter liquid. Okay, so pour it all out into there. Good. And then what you want to do is just get a clean plate and just gently kind of place your SCOBY onto that plate. Okay, so these 2 jars, I'm going to keep them as well. I'm going to be using both of them. That's our starter tea. Okay, what you're going to want to do is just, you can kind of take this opportunity to kind of inspect the SCOBY. You can see how it is two complete layers there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these guys apart here. Okay, so they do come apart fairly easily. Okay, so that's going to be our second starter here. And there's actually two other layers of starter here as well. Okay, so I'm going to hang on to these. Okay, so what we're going to do is just again keeping everything really clean. You want to make sure that everything is clean. Your surface area where you're working, your plate, and all that stuff is clean as well. Okay, so there's about a cup of tea in here already. Okay, so I'm just going to divide it into these 2 jars here. Okay, so about half a cup in each one. Okay, and then you've already made your fresh tea as well here. So this is fresh sweet tea that's cooled down again for a few hours or overnight even. Okay, and I'm going to measure out a cup of this as well. Okay. So that's a cup right there. Just set the rest of that aside. So you're probably going to make another batch anyways. Okay. So I'm going to put about half a cup into each one of these as well. Okay. So this is the new home for your SCOBY. Okay. So this is the one here we're going to keep for ourselves. So I'm just going to slide that back down in there. Okay. And then this is the one that you're going to gift to a friend. Again, just kind of slide it down in there. It doesn't have to be too graceful, okay? Again, with this, it is a live culture, so you want to give it to your friend fairly soon, and they're going to want to start a fresh batch almost right away, okay? This is exactly the same starter ratios and everything that come with our starter kits, okay? So really what you're doing is passing on another starter kit to a friend. If you don't have another jar like this, you can buy them in 6-packs. We get ours at Canadian Tire. Another good way to do it is just to put it in a Ziploc bag, and then your friend can have some kind of vessel. You don't need to use a mason jar. Again, you can use any kind of vessel that you want. It can be as large or as small as you want, and really that SCOBY will be enough to get that other batch started. Again, you want to try and stick to one liter to start with, and if you're moving to a bigger vessel, just keep in mind that you're going to need more of your sweet tea. but you're also going to need more of your starter tea. So you might, if you're moving to a 10-liter vessel, you're going to use 1 liter of tea, a completely brewed batch, to start your next batch in a 10-liter vessel, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's how you share a SCOBY. Again, you're going to pass this along, and they're going to use it fairly quickly. Okay, I would just lid that with a regular mason jar lid, and it will keep like that. Again, for a day or two, but you're going to want to take that lid off fairly soon and use some kind of cloth or something with an elastic band to cover it, just like you have in your own kit. Right? So that's how you share a SCOBY. Again, passing on that sense of community and the things that we enjoy to do at home. I'm Dr. Brent from Arc of Life, and good luck with your kombucha.